But there are people who are saying,
10
I have
kgs.
lost 10 kgs weight,
No.
15 kgs,
No.
3 months, I think 30 kgs weight loss in 3 months. That a lot of celebrities are doing.
Yeah, this is very, very unhealthy. So lack of sleep is like suicide. It is like I've seen many people sleeping 4 hours, getting to that they think they're boss women or boss whatever. Pickles have to be consumed in smaller quantities.
There are old people in our lives, like my parents. They say don't keep anything in the fridge and eat.
Yeah. We know that consistency is far more important than precision. Oh, this many calories, 1,500 calories is all I have to eat. Is this 500 calories? Oh, is it more? No, you don't need to worry.
People are still eating this vinegar in a form of noodles. You know, they eat the noodles or other Chinese food everywhere it is. But the skin sagginess, what I can see for a 27, 26 years old woman is something really not good. So tell me the difference between weight loss and fat loss. Wait, this problem is everybody's problem, including me. So why not to sort out in a detail where we'll start from the basic and we'll come back on a place where actually you can help yourself. So this is me, Sadhna, and this is my channel, The Attitude of Gratitude. So we have a special guest today, and her name is Miss Fatima. She is health and fitness coach plus a dietitian, a certified dietitian. So let's talk to Miss Fatima. Hi, Fatima, how are you?
Thank you, Sadhana, and thank you for inviting me on your beautiful channel, The Attitude of Gratitude. Yeah, like you just said, I am a certified nutritionist who is also a fitness enthusiast, and I have my certifications from Aya in New York, and also I'm a life and success coach as well.
Wow.
So I'm three-dimensional from J. Shetty certification. So I believe in giving people not just their meal plan, but and exercises, but I handle everything like mind, body, and their soul. So you become your bestest version of yourself. It's a full package. So I'm a coach. I'm a certified coach, a nutritionist, a dietitian who will handle everything for you. So you come and face the world with confidence, mind, body, and soul, everything.
So it means you are one-stop
one-stop
destination.
shop.
One-stop shop or destination, whatever you call it. So that's great. You know, people actually are running here and there just because of weight loss.
Yeah.
So today I need to ask for a few more details where actually, see, everyone sees a lot of podcasts, a lot of studio, they go, a lot of books are there. But what I think is if somebody is there to tell you according to you, so I think it will show the impact. As I am also on a journey of weight loss, so I have my few questions I think which can relate to people.
Absolutely.
Because of course everybody is not that big shot that who can hire more fitness coaches around them or dietitians or cooks. So we are the basic human being. So for that, I think if the conversation starts from the basic, it leaves the impact on people. So doctor, first I need to ask,
Go ahead.
just tell me in a very, very basic language, what is weight loss?
Yeah, so weight loss is your nothing but when you stand on a scale and you see a mass reduction. So mass reduction can be anything. It can be your muscle, water, the glycogen stores in your body, or fat, which we really, really want as fat loss. So in generally, when you just stand on the scale and when you see there is a reduction in your mass, and if you were like 75 and it's showing 70 kilos, you're all thrilled and you think it's weight loss. So it is weight loss. It is your mass in the body that is getting reduced. But what is getting reduced? That is what we have to look into. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me the difference between weight loss and fat loss.
Yeah. So moving on, weight loss, I said, could be your muscle loss,
Right.
water loss, glycogen loss,
Right.
which is not required. What is most important for your healthy metabolism is you get fat loss.
Fat loss.
Yeah,
Okay.
fat loss, but it's not so easy to
right.
lose fat alone. Obviously, every human, when you lose weight, you will lose some amount of other things, okay, some water thing. But extreme diets, when you do, you tend to lose water first, okay? And then you start breaking down even your muscle. And very, very, if you're doing the right things, only then do you move into your fat loss. It's like when you have to buy some item. The first thing you do is look for the wallet.
Right.
Okay. And whatever's in your wallet, you use that.
Right.
And then what you do, like if it's something more expensive, you probably use your credit card, your savings, right?
Okay.
And then if it is not enough, only then you break your FD.
Right.
Right? It's like that. So your fat loss is like breaking into your FD. It's not the first thing your body will use. The first choice of your body is your glucose from the food that you eat.
Okay, I have to interrupt you in between here. There is a question in my head. As we say, our body is 75% made of water.
Absolutely.
Right? So which kind of water we reduce, or what is water retention? Means how, if the body is reducing water, so it means, of course, it's a body, right? So if it's reducing water, it is good or bad? Or what is water retention, or which kind of water our body stores, in which people, when they initially start losing weight, as you said, the water goes down. So what is the difference? Can
So
you
when I
explain?
say water goes down, I don't mean like 70% of your water will go down.
Of course.
What I mean is 2 to 3 kilos of your water will go down. Okay, so that is excess water. That is, maybe it was as a reserve in your body, like retention. When you eat salt, too much of salt, you'll see that some people they have swellings. Like they look like when you touch, you feel like this
Plumpy.
sponge. Yeah. So that is the excess water in your body.
Okay.
So it is good to lose that water, but not as effective, because your muscles have water, your brain, your muscles, your cells, everything has water, and water is very essential also, but not excess water, which most humans who are overweight retain water.
Okay.
So that is being eliminated.
I see. As I need to know, as we are
500
talking
ml.
about water, so I have to ask in a liter form where people will understand, because I have approximately 500 milliliter glass, means one glass.
Half a liter.
Half a liter around. And maybe somebody has a different size of glass. As a doctor, they say 8 to 9 glasses of water in a day.
7 to 8 glasses.
But which kind of glass? So in a form of liters, if you'll explain, I think that will be more easy for people to understand whether they'll have that water in cup or glass or anything.
Yeah, absolutely. You need about 1.5 to 2 liters of water. Okay, if you're going, like I was saying, water is very essential. Okay, for your every metabolic reaction, you need water. Basically, for your digestion, for your excretion, for your nutrient transport, for your hair, skin, and nails to look moisturized, you need water. But when you have like 4-5 liters of water, what happens is all your minerals, vitamins, everything is getting excreted by the body. You become deficient, and it puts a load on your kidneys. You will notice that you're going to the toilet way more often than you should. So not required to have that much water.
I actually drink around 4 liters of water in a day.
Yeah, try reducing a little. But actually water is essential. But if your body is accustomed to it, please be very careful about it. Because even mild dehydration, you'll think, you're hungry and you start snacking everything because you're actually very mildly dehydrated.
Right.
But you feel you're hungry. But if you're actually a little more dehydrated, you could even faint. And acute dehydration, you could even die. So be mindful. And if your body is already accustomed to a big amount of water, go slow on it when you want to reduce.
Okay, I have a question. How to drink water?
Yeah.
Because I gallop.
No gulping down water.
Okay.
What you need to do is sip water. The first thing when you get up, like you said, like about half a liter of water, is important. I take some lemon juice. It is not a myth. It is scientifically proved that when you have apple cider vinegar or lemon juice with Himalayan salt, your electrolytes are also balanced and your body is hydrated. So first thing in the morning, but sip, don't gulp it down.
I have a question. I have heard somewhere drinking vinegar impacts on bones. Is it right?
See, there's a lot of science everywhere. People think, come up with studies to suit themselves. Okay, so no one thing is right. But of course, if you feel, of course, you have to do a DEXA scan. Okay, first thing you know is it will definitely impact your teeth.
Okay.
So what you need to do is you have to drink it with a straw and you have to dilute it. When I say, apple cider vinegar, I don't say this much amount of
Right.
What I mean is 2 tablespoons, okay? And diluted and warm and with a straw. So it will affect your teeth enamel. So once you start sipping it, it will go straight in your throat and into your thing. It has many benefits. So it will help you with your weight loss and it will bring the glycemic load of your food down. Okay, so, but pulse it. Like after a month or 2, you can stop for a period of a week. Get your DEXA scan. I always tell people, just don't go by your weighing scale. If you do, get a smart scale. Smart scale will tell you your bone density, your muscle mass, your fat mass. Everything is very distinct. But especially if you go to a gym or a pharmacy or any of these health centers, they have something called as a DEXA scan. So this will give you your body composition in depth. So that is what you need. So if you see that your bone density is going down, then stop it for a period of time. And then if you're still struggling with weight, I would suggest you continue.
People are still eating this vinegar in a form of noodles. They eat with noodles or other Chinese food, everywhere it is. But I think what is more important, how you are taking, as you explained in a well manner, that you have to sip it and first you have to dilute it. So I think everybody should try it if they are on this journey. I will try myself.
The protocol is important. Like, if you see in many countries, like you just mentioned, Chinese, or whether it is our local Arabs, they have this pickled
vinegar.
Yeah, so they are with vinegar. So they first munch on that. So that also is talking about, consuming vinegar first, along with your fiber and veggies. So they have you'll see they have aloo, mooli,
Yeah, I
carrot.
have a question. Few days before, instead of salad, I took this Arabic pickled, with I think vinegar and salt they put in a lot of veggies.
Yeah.
So I was eating that, and there was a friend of mine. She said, "You are eating correct," because I said, "See, there is no salad today." Can you know this is also salad, so you can have this much, and you have again vegetables in the plate. So that's perfectly fine. You can have that as a form of salad as well.
Remember, just one thing is that pickles have to be consumed in smaller quantities. Because once the vinegar becomes too much, it will irritate your gut, it will irritate your tissues and things like that.
Yeah.
So vinegar has to be in smaller quantities. So when you take pickle as your salad, that's too much. So you take 2 bites of that,
just for
usually
the taste.
Carrots or cucumbers that they soak in vinegar and give you. Have 2 of them. But if you have the entire bowl,
I was liking it, so I thought,
it will affect your people with GERD and all will be very difficult for them.
I see. So, doctor, can you please tell me, sometime people think that they are on right track, in the weight loss journey. But what happens? They are doing everything and weight comes on plateau.
Yeah, people hit plateau.
So, of course, a lot of people they meet, or doctors, or a lot of people, they say you change the lifestyle. So they might change exercises, they might change the pattern of food, what they are eating, maybe the timings, but still it's not going.
See, what happens is, let me explain what a plateau is. When you're on a continuous diet for maybe 3 months or 4 months and continuously, you see results initially.
Right.
And then, like, you won't budge. Like, maybe if you were like 70 kgs, now you're 68, 67, and then you're not budging. Every day you stand on the scale and it's just showing 67, 67 and not moving. So you say, I'm dieting, I'm doing everything, it's not happening. What is happening is actually your body, is protecting you always. Your body is designed to protect you. So it's not designed to give you that hourglass shape or aesthetics or anything. Basically, first thing it does is food is not coming, we are starving. Let us protect what is coming and save it as fat. So it goes in survival mode, basically to protect you. So this is one of the reasons why you hit plateau. Another reason why you hit plateau is you have a set body point. This set body point, what happens, set point, is like your body is used to the weight of 70 kgs, supposing. Okay. So when you start losing weight, then your body tries to come back, like your AC thermostat. Okay. You set it to a point of 22 degrees.
Right.
So 22 degrees, yeah. So, but the outside temperature is 24 degrees.
Right.
So it does its best to come to 22 degrees. So because the set point is what you've given is 22.
22.
So your body has a set point. For years together, you've been at a particular weight and it's very comfortable at that weight. So the moment it starts losing weight, then it's like, what's happening? I have to come back to this particular weight. So it works against you, unfortunately. But yes, you can, because it increases the hormone Ghrelin, it says how it, copes with this mechanism is it increases your hunger hormone and you start eating more and you'll think, no, I'm dieting. But you journal and see you'll definitely be eating more. And yeah, let me say that, and also it may not exactly be that you have actually hit a plateau. If it's too soon, you haven't. What you need to do is, like I said, I always stress your body composition is important. So if you are losing weight, okay, but it's not showing on the scale, it's because you might have gained muscle. The best way, take a tape, especially around your abdomen, okay, your waist. When you measure, if you see inch loss, that's when you're losing fat. Even though your scale is not moving, you have actually lost fat and gained muscle.
So basically, to understand whether the fat is losing or not, this is the particular area.
Inch is very important, especially around your abdomen.
Sometime I have just, because you said that, I just got a question. People reduce weight from everywhere, but not from here.
Yeah, like I said, it's your FD. The fat around the abdomen and things like that, stubborn fat, that's the last thing that your body hits. So what you you are saying that you've hit a plateau, you're not moving. No, if you tweak, if you increase your NEAT, that is non-exercise activity thermogenesis.
What does it mean?
It means just like doing more activity, like, at home, if you're a housewife, if you're cooking, cleaning, ironing, moving the lawn and, sweeping the floor and things like that. That is neat, okay? If you increase that, instead of, parking too close to your destination, you take that extra steps. Instead of taking the elevator, you actually take the stairs. All this is neat, okay?
Okay, means supposing just to change the little more pattern.
Yeah, make sure you're moving more, okay? Because first thing your body does is it starts reducing your metabolism.
Right.
It slows you down.
Right.
So you'll be thinking, no, I'm dieting, no, you won't be moving as much because your body is already, I don't have the energy, I won't be moving. It's already decided. So another thing, of course, you can do is increase your protein and fiber. That's the best thing to do because you'll start feeling full with protein.
Just want to interrupt you once again. Protein and fiber, you said. Maybe you are saying something else. I interrupted you in between. I have got a question in my head. What is carbs? And there is people talk about complex carbs, and there is one more other kind of carbs.
Simple
And complex carbs. So how carbs are important if you are on weight loss, or how we should eat? And second, is it required to have carbs while on weight loss? Because a lot of people say you should leave carbs for 10-15 days and then you feel low in energy, right?
Yeah, I am all about sustainable weight loss. I'm not about, keto diet or
Right.
extreme diets.
Right.
So I will not force you to, take your carbs away, but eating it intelligently is important. Simple carbs, of course, you have to avoid. There are actually 3 types of carbs. I'll give you a thing. Simple carbs, complex carbs, and resistance carbs, like,
If you can give me
resistant
example,
starches.
yeah.
Simple carbs are basically your refined carbs, like your pasta, bread,
Biscuit, bread.
yeah, pastries,
All
cakes,
bakery items.
mostly bakery items, even your white rice, white bread, and your pizzas and all that. Grains which are refined are all simple carbs. Whereas complex carbs are your sweet potato, they have some fiber in it. Your brown rice has fiber in it. Millets like your ragi, jawar, and those things, they are complex carbs. There's something more resistant starch. Now, these are also carbs. This is like especially a big hack, like your rice that you have cooked and potatoes that you have cooked. And you can't do without eating rice and potato. Of course, portion control. There's no magic pill. Portion control is important. We'll get to the sizes later. So if you cook it, then you cool it, refrigerate it, okay? Bring it back. When you bring it back and when you eat, you can warm it up again if you want to. And when you actually eat it, the spikes in your blood sugar are not there. And why this happens, let me just finish.
Yeah.
It's because of it's not digested in your small intestine. Slows absorption of food and slows absorptions of insulin and your sugar spike.
There are old people in our lives, like my parents. They say don't keep anything in the fridge and eat.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know.
Yeah, even
because
Ayurveda doesn't support that. I would
that.
say don't keep it for an extended period of time. Cook it in the morning. Cool it by, afternoon. It doesn't have to stay refrigerated for days. And by dinner, you have it.
Okay, I mean,
Even though you have to absorb, not eat so much carbs in dinner, I would say like cook early in the morning and finish it by about 5-6 in the evening if that's the time you eat.
Okay.
Or even by 2-3 if that's your...
Like within a window of the daytime.
Yeah, the same day if you can. And maximum, I think, 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, even Ayurveda says that you shouldn't do that. You should cook fresh and eat fresh. But if you want resistant starch, in that case, there is also resistant starch is available in powdered forms, like your plantain. Powdered plantain, but don't use too much. It's difficult to digest. 1 tablespoon, supposing you're making dosa, this jackfruit, again, raw jackfruit powder that will come. So just put 1 tablespoon in your entire batter. Okay. And make the same dosa. So the spikes will be lower and it will not have the same effect as your simple carbs.
So you mean to say...
It's a hack. It's a hack.
It's a
trick.
hack.
Yeah.
Means the resistance carb is better than other carbs.
But it's difficult to digest.
In a regular practice, it is not good for the body.
Yeah, it's difficult to digest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get some gut issues or something.
No, you won't get gut issues.
Or heaviness?
You'll
bloated and all, right?
bloating especially.
Okay, tell me, as we are talking about the diet, let's talk about... as I asked you, how much carbs are important for a person, like for weight loss or any other person, because actually I've heard that carbs gives you energy to sustain for the whole of the day. Means if you are eating protein, still okay. Fibers are required also. But carb also have their importance in
carbs
lives.
Has their place.
Yeah.
So let's discuss something called the plate method.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to ask. How much a person should have
the
carbs
portions.
In a form of... Like, I don't have a plate right now, but you can tell with the fist.
Supposing you have a plate, one trick is don't go for very big plates.
Okay.
Go for moderate, and if you're on a diet, go for a smaller plate.
Okay, which kind of plate you can suggest? If I don't have the plates, but the sizes are... Okay,
6 inches, 8 inches.
Yeah.
Don't go for the ones
sauce,
with the depth in it, that will increase the portion size. Go for the flat ones.
Okay.
It's just about a small rim on the top.
Normal, yeah.
So 6 to 7 inches is ideal if you're on a diet. 8 inches if you are eating regularly. And maybe a man who's really working out and needs to eat a lot, 9 inches. Yeah. in diameter. I'm not talking in circumference. I mean, I'm not talking in terms of the radius, in diameter.
So you mean to say that the quarter plate we get, the small?
Yeah, the quarter plate is, I eat most of the time in the quarter plate. So a quarter plate is ideal.
Ideal.
Yeah. But you can go for a smaller, you do get, like you...
Like the cup saucers, little bigger than that?
No, the cup saucers are very
Or
small.
maybe half plate?
Yeah, cup saucers are very small.
Very
Don't go
small,
for,
yeah.
no. Yeah. So you go for about 6 to 7 inches. It'll be about this size.
Ah, okay.
Can people see me? About this size in, diameter. So how you should eat is half the plate, okay, should be filled with vegetables, okay, your sauteed vegetables, especially if you're having digestive issues, don't eat raw. Go for at least sauteing them. And then, more than a quarter of the plate should be your protein.
Okay.
And then a little less than thing should be your carbs. Okay.
So means the carb quantity should be lesser.
See, as it is,
in
your
all.
veggies will have carbs. I'm
Right.
talking about your complex carbs and your, sometimes you can have your simple carbs if you're having in such small quantities. Yeah. Even better method is your hand method. So protein should be the size of your palm, okay, the size of your palm, open palm. Fats no more than the size of your thumb, okay, and yeah, your rice or your carbs, complex carbs. When you hold it in a single hand this much, how much you can hold? That much, okay, and what else is remaining? Your veggies should be
fiber.
the fist, the fist. Thing. A bigger a man, so this is more, customized. The bigger a man or a woman is, the bigger is her fist, right? So she will be eating more, but in correct proportion to her body. So maximum is your fist. So if you see the fist is
Fiber.
bigger, that's your fiber. That's your veggies. Veggies also have carbs, but they are complex. Most of them are good carbs, okay? So your refined or your even complex carbs, you should have like how much you can hold in your hand, okay? And one thing. Yeah.
Not like this, right?
No,
as a mountain.
just as much as
just
it covers,
as like this.
yeah.
Because if we are saying that, people will make a mountain of it.
No, making a mountain of it, you're wise enough. So basically what the visual cues do is they give you a structure. It's like when somebody is driving a cycle, right? When they're learning, they put some trainer wheels, right?
Wheels, yeah.
So visually, it gives you an idea because it saves you like counting calories all the time. What do I do? Am I eating right? Am I eating more? Portion control, nutrient dense. You already have veggies, so you're eating correctly. So basically it's sustainable. And one thing is you start consistently doing it. And we know that consistency is far more important than precision. Oh, this many calories, 1,500 calories is all I have to eat. Is this 500 calories? Oh, is it more? No, you don't need to worry. So because your training, intuition is trained. But be careful about the size of the plate, like I just told you. Another thing is the best method is your hand method. This you will not go wrong at all. Like it visually gives you cues. It's sustainable. You don't need to count your calories.
I have heard one more thing. People say the best hack you can say or way you can say that calorie deficit. What is calorie deficit?
Calorie deficit is your body is expending some calories and keeping some. What you consume is what you're eating. That is your calories. So when you expend more calories than what you're eating, so supposing you are eating 1,800 calories, okay, and if you're spending like overall, how you come to know about it, I'll tell you. If you're spending about 2,100 calories, so you are on a deficit of 300 calories. So what goes out and what's coming in. So the energy spent and energy consumed.
Okay.
So there's something called TDEE. So that is total daily energy expenditure. So how is it calculated? Every one of us have a basic metabolic rate. Okay, that's about 60%. That you anyway spend just by eating, sleeping. Just by existing, that is your thing, and that will be 60%.
Right.
Okay. Then there is some foods like your protein and thermic foods like ginger and hot peppers, these things, they release heat when they are
help
consumed.
to burn calories.
They help you burn, and even protein, it is thermic in nature. It needs, if you're eating 1,000 calories, it needs 300 calories to digest whatever you're eating.
Right.
So about 5 to 7% of your expenditure will be from thermic. Then you have structured workouts, like some people go to the gyms, or even at home, people have a structured workout. So,
maybe a simple basic walk. Still
walk, a walk will not expend too much. I'm talking about a proper structured exercises that you do either at home or at gym, like lifting weights and doing aerobic training and things like that. So that will be around 20%. So NEAT, this is very important. So for your caloric deficit, if you're doing NEAT, that is your non-exercise activities. So if somebody who's very busy all the time, can go up to about 20%. So what happens, you can actually, if you're an active person, you can actually eat more and you lose more. So this is calorie deficit in simple words, as what you consume and what is expended or what is spent.
Okay.
So the difference in that is your calorie deficit. So can you guess, to lose 1 kg of fat, how many calories you will need?
I don't know, maybe somewhere around 1,000.
No, you need 7,700 calories
for
to
1
lose 1 kg of fat. 1 kg of fat.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Then,
Then what happens? You need about to do it correctly. You need 15 days of deficit of 500 calories from, supposing you're eating 2,000 calories on a regular basis. If you cut down 500 calories from your thing in 15 days, this is sustainable, and this is the correct way to do, is you lose 1 kg.
So I need to ask, people are saying in a month you will reduce 5 to 6 kgs. Maybe that is, again, as we discussed, it's a water weight, it's a muscle mass weight, and then
in a month you can lose up to 4 kgs is sustainable.
No, but it is sustainable, right? But there are people who are saying, I have lost 10 kgs weight,
no.
15 kgs.
No.
3 months, I think 30 kgs weight loss in 3 months, that a lot of celebrities are doing.
Yeah, this is very, very unhealthy. So what happens is, you lose out on your minerals, vitamins, you're not eating nutrient dense, you will have trouble with your hair, nail and skin. Your skin will sag when it loses its elasticity. It won't be supple and nice and youthful, right? It starts sagging. Okay, your hair will fall out.
Right.
Your skin will look dull. Your nails will be brittle.
Right.
So you will face these consequences,
So
and your energy will be
good
low.
idea.
Yeah,
to lose
it's
that
not
much.
advisable to lose more than 1% of your body weight in 2 weeks.
Okay, so every 2 weeks a person can reduce around up to 1.5 kg,
yeah,
2 kg.
or even up to 2
2
kgs
kgs
if
fine.
you really want to. But the more sustainable, it's like bouncing back. Have you seen some kid like bouncing the ball?
Yeah.
The harder you hit, the more the bounce back is. So you have to do it sustainably. It's no magic, but you can do it and keep it off. Like, I'll tell you, I'm my first client. I was 85 kgs. Today I'm 61 kgs. I was depressed. I would eat all day and sleep all day because I started because I had to take a back seat in my career, and I was too bored. I lost my purpose. I didn't know what to do. The only way I would do is sit and eat. I ate a lot of sweets, and before I knew it, which my body before my depression was around 67 kgs, it became 85. And then one fine day, it hit me like, this is not taking me anywhere, and feeling sorry for me is not going to solve any problems. I have to take control. I hired a gym instructor. I reduced about 7-8 kgs. Okay, and from there on, I started reading books and things like that. I lost another 3-4 kgs. And when I started actually feeling good, I said, I must do something more. I'm actually benefiting.
Right.
I started taking certifications. I did a lot of research. I went deep into this. And then I lost 24 kgs and I've maintained it over a period of, it's not like bounce back.
Right.
5 years now, I have been between 61 to 63, 64 to the max in holiday seasons and back to 62. or
But that
61.
is very nice, no? If person is losing and can maintain for long time.
It
and
is
only
very
can
important to
work
maintain.
if you are eating the regular what you can eat throughout the life.
Yeah.
Means the keto diet or maybe low carb diet, or there are further diets. I forgot the name of the diets as well. So this is not a pattern. Of course, if you'll reduce sweets, you'll reduce fried food, you'll reduce carbs, and if you'll eat only protein and fiber, so of course you will reduce weight.
Yeah.
But once you'll start,
it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
But initially, you need to do certain things.
Right.
Because like when you're launching a rocket, right? You need to put a lot of effort, and once up in the air, no effort is
Means
required.
once the weight, like
Loss
for few days
begins,
it's fine.
yeah.
Once 1 or kg means the weight start moving
The
down.
struggle is
then
there
you
initially.
can come back on.
The struggle
things.
is there. Your body's fighting you. You're feeling tired. You're feeling hungry. So all these challenges will be there.
And people are really funny these days when it comes to the dietitian or gym or hiring an instructor for their own self. They say, I don't want to spend.
Yeah, because
Means
so
we
much
can
information.
spend on lot of things like clothes, makeup. We get makeup, Chanel, perfume.
The 1,000 dirhams you spend
you
there.
can spend, but the body which will serve you for life,
Absolutely.
they are not ready to spend.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying right to my viewers. Please spend on your body. So what will happen? At least you will get a correct guidance. You will lose good amount of weight and you'll become fit, but not for few days. It will be
Sustainable.
for life. So just concentrate on that. And those who are having little extra weight to their bodies, please take help from people who can actually guide you through your journey. Yeah. So let's come on one more topic. I had one very important question, which I can find it out from here. What is glycemic index and glycemic loads? And
Load.
What is that?
So glycemic index is, they took about 10 healthy individuals.
Okay.
And they gave some carbs for them to try.
Okay.
And then they measured how quickly the blood sugar rises. And then they made a table out of that. So that is glycemic index. So how quickly your blood sugar rises. And glycemic load is along with the fiber and water and things like that. So if somebody is looking to eat healthy carbs, they should more look into your glycemic load more than the index. It gives a better picture of what you should eat. Like glycemic index you'll find is between the range of 0 to 100. Okay, so the higher the score goes, the more dangerous it is. And glycemic load is only from 0 to 20. Anything about 20 is dangerous, like your donuts, pastries, and things like that, chocolates. Those are about 20. So the healthy ones between 1 to like 10, which is the glycemic loads, are in fruits especially. It's your apple, pear, guava, berries, and things like that.
So you have to check before you eat.
Yeah, I mean, if you will get used to it, like,
I have a question before you go further in this. There are people who say, eat when you feel hungry. There are people who say, eat 6 meals or 5 meals in a day. There are, you see, these two questions I'm asking you together because it's related to each other. There are people who say, I eat only homemade food, still I'm fat. So first you tell me how important is for a person to understand what is their body needs and when they should eat.
Yeah.
According to the charts or according to when they are hungry or they are not.
If you're eating too many meals, even if you're snacking, you'll think you're just eating little, but you're eating too much. Your insulin spikes are always up.
Okay.
So insulin has 2 things to do. It takes the blood sugar from the blood and transports the sugar to the cell. Okay. So, but that's a good thing that it does. But once it is more, then it starts, if the sugar is still more, it will put in your muscles as glycogen and in your liver. And if it is more than that, it commands your body to start saving it as fat.
In the
So
bum.
it's like you'll see that popcorn, like, when it's bubbling,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
overflowing.
Yeah.
So if you're eating often, your insulin spikes keep going up. 1 or 2 spikes in a day, or even 3 meals, like 3 spikes in a day, are still manageable. But the more amount of time your insulin rises, only you tap into your FDs, that is your fat storages, only and only when your insulin is low.
I always heard from my father because he was the person who always was pinpointing on us when we used to eat something wrong. So he used to always say, eat when you are hungry and sleep on time and get up on time and move,
Yeah.
move your body.
Absolutely.
So I think the old people used to say that.
Yeah, the old people were very smart.
Yeah.
Very, very smart. And they ate right. And they slept early. They woke up
Yeah.
early. They followed the circadian rhythm. Like by 10 in the night, they were in bed.
You know, in my house when I was not married, we used to eat dinner around 7 o'clock. But after my marriage, we started eating 10:30, through which I put on actually so much of weight.
Absolutely. Late
Now still
dinners.
I'm happy that I am maintaining it well. I'm not neither going up or down. It's
Yeah,
still
you're in a
fine.
plateau.
Yeah. But I think eating late dinner and, burping the whole night and it is not giving you the proper sleep which you
3
actually
hours
need. Yeah.
before dinner is everything that is the last thing should go is 3 hours.
There are people who say, I feel hungry after 3 hours. So, in this context, what you want to say to those people you can see in the camera?
Maybe
and say,
because, the more fat you are,
Yeah.
then what happens is there are 2 hormones. There's ghrelin and leptin.
Leptin, yeah.
Yeah, ghrelin is, a hunger hormone. It signals hunger. And leptin, satiety. Okay. So they're like seesaw. When ghrelin is up, leptin is down. When leptin is up, ghrelin is down. So people, like, when they are hungry constantly, what's happening is basically your leptin, they become leptin resistant. You'll think actually because leptin is produced in your fat cells, you'll say the more fat cells you have, the more leptin you have, so you should be more, like full all the time.
All the time.
But after you are in a correct amount of fats, when you exceed, you become leptin resistant. So that's when, like, your one hormone screaming all the time, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. And your leptin, you'll never get the full signal. You're eating,
Maybe
eating,
for the
eating.
healthy people, it is psychological also, no?
Yeah, but no, it's
what
not.
to do better to eat something?
Yeah, you do have
Binge eating, people usually do, right?
mental health. That's why I'm here. Mental health is so important. I take care of your baggages, your emotions,
Right.
what is making you do what you're doing, and we address that.
Right.
So that is very, very important. Yeah, when you're stressed, you tend to eat a lot. So you have to, what these people with leptin resistance or who don't get the signal from the brain saying that you're full. So the leptin is the hormone, it's become resistance. Even though it's pumping out, you just can't, the brain can't hear, you just go on eating.
Yeah.
That is actually the case. But yes, if you're stressed especially, you become leptin resistant. Or if you're too overweight, you're 80 kgs and above, you're like almost on the obese on the scale,
Right.
BMI. So then definitely this happens. So there are some things you can do, that is especially address your sleep quality, sleep hygiene, and eat nutrient dense, especially like we come again and again and say protein and fiber. So these are the heroes. So you have to salute them, and you have to have, there are a lot of choices, and you have to reduce stress. People are living in very high stress jobs.
I actually, okay, because you said stress, so I got one more question for you, which is, if somebody is too stressed, the cortisol level goes up.
Absolutely.
What is cortisol level?
Cortisol is released for alertness, or it's a stress hormone.
Okay.
Basically, you need some amount of cortisol, especially when you wake up in the morning to do your chores.
Okay.
It creates alertness and things like that. But as the day goes down, cortisol levels have to go down. But when you're highly stressed, when you're not sleeping well, your cortisol shoots up. And it's what came first? Did the chicken come first or did the egg? You'll say, did
No
the
replies.
It's did the egg come first or the chicken? Because is it stress that's caused the spike in the cortisol, or
Or
is
the
the
spike.
cortisol that's causing the spike?
Right.
In the
It's
thing?
funny, yeah.
That's very, very funny.
Yeah.
But you will see, especially this impacts the belly fat.
Right.
Why? Because belly fat has more receptors to absorb the cortisol.
Cortisol. Okay.
So the first place, your all the stress and all the fat that is caused because the cortisol increases belly fat because of receptors. There are more receptors, fat receptors in our stomach.
Okay.
So the first thing it goes there only. The fat starts accumulating there. Supposing if I have to take an analogy of why you should be very careful about this stress, is the Stone Age man, he used to get stress. When he went hunting, the tiger would chase him. This would, his cortisol would go high and he would be in tension and think for about 15 minutes. Or somehow he finds a cave or something and then he's safe and it goes down. But in our recent modern eras, our jobs, our relationships with, people we love and close people, and if we don't feel seen, the stress level goes up. If you're not in a happy relationship, if your job is not satisfying you, and the stress is like forever. It's not that 15-minute stress, which is healthy.
It's constant.
Constant stress. It's also another analogy because if you're holding this cup, if you're holding it for 5-10 minutes, you can always hold it.
Fine, yeah.
If you're holding it for hours and days, your hand will ache. So it's like that. So addressing, how do you, combat this? You have to address your stress and sleep. These are very, very important. A lot of science will say stress and sleep. What has this got to do? I'll eat right and I'll exercise. I'm done. No,
Okay, I have heard that people are actually there are a few reels I was watching. So there was a female who was actually sharing. I will not name her. Why? Because of course I have seen and I know her name. She said she was busy throughout the day in the meetings and all. She is having a proper meal, what actually the dietitian has suggested her. And by the time she sleeps, it turns like 12 o'clock at night. And early morning, like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, they go to the gym and hit the gym for 1.5 hour to 2 hours. Is it a correct way to reduce weight? And this is not for one day they are doing it. It's for month on month. And I've seen that they have lost weight. But the skin sagginess, what I can see for a 27, 26 years old woman is something really not good.
Absolutely.
So what you want to tell about
what you
it?
just said was just suicide. Lack of sleep is like suicide. It is like I've seen many people sleeping 4 hours and getting to they think they're boss women or boss whatever, and you need that REM sleep, that sound sleep. That's when your growth hormones are released. That's when your body is repairing. That's when your stress is being released, and things like that. Fixing your sleep hygiene, that is eating dinner 3 hours before you sleep. You get hungry, then there are some hacks that you can do, like there is chamomile tea that you can have that relaxes you. You can have tart cherry juice. This also is about not like it will be rich in just about a pint or so, like about 2 ounces or so. So this helps you sleep. So, and if you're feeling still hungry, listening to soothing music, taking a warm bath, and then distracting yourself to reduce stress.
The turmeric milk in a form of little short types.
Yeah, but do that at least 1 hour before, not just before you go to sleep. Anything, even in liquid forms, what I'm suggesting, at least keep an hour, because milk has lactose and it is sugar. It has sugar. Even if you don't add added sugar, it will have some sugar. Yeah, it's tradition, and traditionally we do that, but yeah, do it a little earlier and don't add any added sugar in it, and not even honey or things like that. Okay,
that's fine. Now, doctor, I have one. First of all, I want to ask one question. As per you, I need 5 pillars for our viewers, which you can see here in the camera, and say is actually important for everybody, whether they are on weight loss or not. And specifically, if they are on weight loss, they have to maintain. Just 5 pillars I need.
Yeah. The first, I'll go in the order of
Yes,
importance, is your nutrition.
Right.
Okay. When you eat right, okay, you will automatically, everything usually falls into place.
Right.
Then moving your body, exercise. You don't have to hit the gym. And especially when you have had low sleep, it will just increase your cortisol, stress, everything. Then your, of course, sleep. I would say sleep is very important, as important as nutrition, more important than your exercise. Getting a high quality of sleep, reducing your stress, especially in the modern era, that is very important. And then your positive mental attitude. That's where I am. So I'll be handling you with 3 S's in 3D. So when I say 3 S's, spiritually, sustainably, and scientifically. So I will handle you in all 3 ways. And 3D meaning your mind, your body, your soul. See, there are only 2 things. If your mind tells you you can do it, you can do it. If your mind tells you you can't do it, you
will
can't
not do
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
It's just what your mind tells you. It's very superior, your mind. So don't underestimate the power of your brain and what you're talking to yourself and things like that. Spirituality is very important to feel calm, to feel safe, unless you're feeling that, especially belly fat is mostly when a person is not feeling safe. It may sound like, what is she saying? But when you're not feeling safe, not like physically or emotionally, when you're
Emotionally,
yeah. Or even
you feel always like
some kind of stress is high,
Me,
and something is bothering you or something, and you feel something is not right. That's when usually belly fat happens. So I would think these 5 things are very important. Nutrition
and the hydration.
Of course, when it comes to nutrition, it is hydration,
hydration
also.
also.
Hydration is important, not too much, stressing your kidneys and diluting all your minerals, vitamins, and things like that. And I give a lot of free content on the socials at H and Fatima, especially Instagram and YouTube. I give very credible, authentic, and science-backed free content for all our viewers and my Insta fam and YouTube fam, because it's always about first giving, then receiving.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, Sadhna, people spend a lot on many things that don't matter. It's like being pound foolish and penny wise. So what is taking you till your death? What is giving you?
Of course, our
it's your
healthy
body.
Yeah,
Your body is what is giving you, staying with you,
right,
and being with you. And my tagline is, your fat loss is my purpose. Everything, it gives a dominoes effect. When you feel healthy and you're actually internally healthy, it's a dominoes. Everything will flow in the. If it's your body that is taking you from point A to point B, anybody who sees you first is looking at your body. Whether you say don't read the book from the cover and things like that, but the first impression anybody gets is, I'm not body shaming or fat shaming. There are 3 types of body types. I think we missed this: the ectomorphs, the endomorphs, and mesomorphs. So the ectomorphs are the people who are very skinny, like 50, 48, 55, like that. And mesomorphs are like me, in the correct range, like they look sculpted, toned, but not too thin or skinny. Okay, and we can be from a range of 58 to about 65. And people who are endomorphs, right?
like the obese.
Yeah, on the obese side, they can come to about 70, 68, but don't expect miracles.
Right.
It's your body type, respect it. You look great, whatever weight you're in. You'll feel great, you'll look great, and you'll be the best. It's my mission actually to impact at least 100,000 people, inspire, impact, and empower. Knowing my own story, my own journey, I wish to help as many people as possible, and I have strategies. You can go to hndfatima.com, that is my website, and you will find me there, and you can book your first 40 minutes free. And then after I have a strategy, I will give you a meal plan, I will give you your exercises, I will handle your emotions, your everything, and you will come out as a, best version, high energy levels, better biomarkers, a happier person, so
That's very lovely because I always believe to give first before
yeah.
expecting. So, my one thing I want to say to my viewers is, if the stress you are taking is not solving your problems, try to not take it. I know it's human tendency that every time we have to stress out with things which, so just try to leave it on God and maybe the universe. So, because see, the stress which you are taking more, it is giving you another stress, right? And with that, if you're spoiling your body or maybe not sleeping on time, only your body will stay with you till you die. So please take care of your body and start reducing your stress. We have so many helpers in the world that who are helping us to reduce our stress in a form of meditation, exercise, walking, or maybe there are now people are there, have the call centers where people are calling them and telling them their problems. So have somebody's help. She is here, she can guide you through your diets and maybe your stress level reduction, or maybe exercises she can guide you through. But stay healthy, be happy, and be aware that this body will serve you throughout your life. So this is me, Sadhna, and this is my channel, The Attitude of Gratitude.